Hi, I'm Lee, founder and chief enthusiast at Healthy Anywhere, and today we're on site at Mela Bistro in Uptown Oakland with Chef Adiam Tsegaye. Adiam, thank you so much for having us today. This is a phenomenal setup. It's just so colorful, so beautiful and vibrant. I'm really excited to dig into all of this. The incense that you have burning over here, could you tell me a bit about that? When you walk in, I was just struck by the incense.
I don't know if it has the specific meaning, but you start your day with this ritual. We start our day with coffee. There's a birth coffee, and it's the whole ceremonial thing. It's just like a calm, bringing a good spirit, I guess. But it's not specifically something. It's just ceremonial.
That's really cool. What exactly is the incense?
From different region, we have a different part. One from south. No, mostly it's a northern part. I don't know the specific name, but my mom got it for me. And then I grew up, even in the Orthodox church, it's a kind of every Sunday when you go to church, kind of like the incense. That's even when you go to church, that's how you take. And then I'm not that religious, and then I completely forget. But it's the same thing, a bit different. This one has a little bit perfumey thing. But yeah, this is from the northern part. And it just, I think mostly it's for export. They use gum, soap, and the rest, you use it as an incense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. So growing up, you would have this incense burning
3-4 times a day.
Oh my goodness.
Because the ceremony is not like you're going to the machine and then make a cup of coffee. You have to roast, grind, and do the whole ceremonial thing. Yes.
Okay.
Up to like an hour, 2 hours a day.
Wow, beautiful. And the ceremony that you're discussing here, I mean, it's more than just incense. It's like the ritual of the entire meal.
Yes. So you start your morning with that, and then the coffee, the breakfast, and most of the moms stay at home. So that's kind of like a killing time too for them. And then lunchtime, they will do the same thing after lunch when your parents come home, and then you do the same thing sometimes in the afternoon, or guests come in. It's kind of like a respect thing. Yeah.
Okay. Could you take us through, I guess we should take a step back. You grew up in Tigray.
Actually, I'm from Tigray, but grew up in Addis. But my parents are from Tigray. Yes.
Gotcha.
Born and raised in Addis.
Okay. Until your 20s.
My early 20s. And I went to Italy and lived there for a year and a half and then moved to the States.
And so now you found yourself in the culinary world for 18 years now and have this beautiful place in Oakland where you're very much bringing together some of the heritage, some of the traditions, but also that Mediterranean inspiration from your time in Europe. And then, of course, with some California ingredients. So could we transport back to your days in Addis or Tigray with the ceremonies and what you remember? Tell me through a really fun memory or a day.
I think it's most of the dishes, especially now, it's just like a memory of back home. I want to bring it to my kids and to your community. When you migrate to a new country, it's not like you're physical. You bring your culture, food, spices with you. And you want to tell your story through food. And for me, the reason I went to culinary school, of course, it's like growing up back home and shadowing my mom, your aunts, going to the market, picking a fresh ingredients, making lunch and dinner. It's the whole process. It's the connection with food at early age and freshness. And sometimes it's shocking when you come here. Moving to California, it brings a different word for me. And then, of course, my culinary background and then my roots, it just emerged like really well. And this is the best for me to tell my story through food. Yeah.
Beautiful. And I know growing up, you mentioned most people didn't even have a refrigerator at home.
Yeah, it's mostly, of course, going to grocery, it's for the elite, right? Everything is expensive. Packaged food is just like you don't, because they're export. They're more expensive. But for us, I don't think it was necessary to have a fridge, because you make something in the morning. And my mom, I used to go like the younger ones we're the one, we go to the market or the farmer's market, grab something. And so you're like always involved on those kind of doing things. I don't think having the fridge was necessary.
Actually, it wasn't even like a thought in your mind.
Yeah, right. Why do we need it? Like your lunch, it's like most family are big. We were like pretty much family of 10 or 12. Yeah. Wow. So just like lunch is gone by lunchtime and then there is no leftover.
No leftover.
Yes. And it's just like, it's before you know it, you're eating farm to table. And it just every day. Every meal. Exactly. And being a vegan or vegetarian, it's just like because you cannot afford to eat meat or stuff. Mm-hmm. So, but growing up and then seeing the culinary world, okay, I can merge my roots. I can bring my roots. And then with the technique that I learned, I can bring this. So, and I think Oakland is the best place for me. And we have a lot of grown produce. You don't even have to look. And then it's so easy to bring spices. We're lucky there's a lot of Ethiopian groceries here. So it works.
Yes, so you're able to bring spices like berbere,
shiro, cardamoms, and some stuffs that it's hard to translate in English to clarify your butter and stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and then where we make our honey wine, those kind of like plants. Some of them don't grow here, but we're fortunate enough. I have a lot of family in DC that goes back and forth to Ethiopia, and there's a lot of Ethiopian grocery stores here that they bring directly.
Wow. And so you're making your own honey wine?
Yes.
Oh, that's very special. Yeah. Is that something that you have celebratory?
Yes, it is. Okay. Especially in the northern part, my dad's side, they're known for their honey. And they make the tej, and I learned how to make tej when I visited my dad's birthplace. Yeah, and they're so proud of it. And then when we published the book, some of the recipes that not on the restaurant menu, but in the book, to specifically highlight the Tigrayan cuisine.
Oh, very cool. Is the honey wine in the book or no? Yes. Oh, it is. Okay, that's exciting. Very cool. Yeah, and that's another thing. Congratulations on your book just a few months ago. Yeah. I am really excited to dig into it and experiment at home with some of these recipes. So rewinding to finding yourself in California, and I know you went through a few different businesses and iterations before opening Mela Bistro. Now, the timing was really interesting. Not even 5 months before COVID hit, and you're opening this place. Yeah. I can't even imagine how ridiculously hard and difficult that was for you. Can you tell us, how did you make it through to get to today where we're sitting here?
I think it wasn't easy, especially telling your employee it's a new business. Everybody's excited. We're growing. We're getting those raving reviews, and then all of a sudden you have to shut down. And the hardest part for me was giving the employee their last check. And it was unknown for us and even unknown for myself and what's going to happen, all your saving, and it just like your dream kind of crashed. But I'm fortunate I had a very supportive family, and especially my husband. Just like, okay, we can do it. It's not only you. I think we close only 2-3 weeks. We start partnering with local nonprofit organizations that will buy meals from us to feed the frontline workers, and just hot, fresh food that they're missing. They're giving their life, and they deserve a warm meal that cannot get it at home. And then also with community kitchen here in Oakland, World Central Kitchen, Eat and Learn Play. We've been for 3 years partner with them, sending nourishing meals that feed unhoused or people in need in general, warm.
Oh, that's incredible.
Delicious, nutritious meals.
Okay, so you were able to get by and supplement during that time through community. I mean, nourishing the frontline. Gosh, thank you for doing that.
It's helping a restaurant, a small business like us, and then, feeding. It's kind of like
That's a win.
it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, we're grateful for that. We have very supportive community.
I would ask, what were the key takeaways from that whole pandemic experience or life lessons you feel like you emerged with?
I think it's just that the human, like how community can come together. And then I think people are like going out of their way, ordering meals. And then when they hear that we're doing this, it's not easy. You're just like, as a mother, I have to risk my life coming here, just like COVID, and then bringing the employee. People are so touched by our work that we do. And then everybody was like checking on us and even donating for those nonprofit organizations so they can prep more meals and then ordering more meals. And the minute that we are open, people were showing up for us. Yeah.
I know for a while there, you were getting a bit of flack, maybe for being a bit too modern for Ethiopian food. Could you take me through a little bit of that pushback? What was it? It seems like you maybe turned the corner. So how has that evolved ever since?
So when I think that modern word, then they see it like as a fusion. It's not really fusion. Some people are like, when they go to ethnic restaurants, they like that ethnic. But what makes it modern, what makes it ethnic? My food is ethnic because we are not changing. We're not remaking the spices, right? It's just the plating and then adding fresh ingredients. Half of my life here, I'm in California. I see myself as a California. I want my food to represent those two beautiful cultures. Some people see that like the purple cabbage. I have specifically one review. Most people were so excited, but some people like, oh, it's too modern, or just like in Ethiopia, they don't eat this. Yes, we don't eat purple cabbage, but we do have cabbage. I love, you eat with your eyes. For me, if it doesn't look good, I have to eat with my eyes first. A lot of people coming to the restaurant, once they taste the food, oh, okay. It was not for a long time that pushback. And they see like, oh, okay, it's the plating. It's your ingredients that makes it modern. And yes, it's the technique, the cooking style. I don't like overcooked vegetable, like versus my mom, they like cook it more like it's just, yeah. So I don't cook like my mom, but of course I learn a lot from. So it's just like, yeah, elevating. So I see it like it's contemporary or elevated your cuisine, and then choosing what oil we use, what ingredients we use, and the fresher is the better for us. And your plate has to be rainbow.
When I think of rainbow cuisine, I automatically think of Ethiopian, but you've raised the bar here with the purple, and that is stunning.
I think the other thing is when I say modern, you go to Ethiopian places, you don't see cocktails. I think we're the first one, cocktails and desserts and appetizers. I think besides samosa, you don't see a lot of like, we have.
So I think of like a selba, right? Is that an telba. Sorry, telba is like the flaxseed drink. That would be consumed. Is that what you have at the end of the meal?
Or at the end, it was kind of random. So you just drink it. It doesn't have a specific order. But making desserts out of teff. And so my mind, when I say modern, if I go to Italian restaurant and then I can have all that, but why do I have to limit myself? I can be a place that you can bring your guests and then using the beautiful ingredients we have and then be a full restaurant. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Could we talk through everything that we have in front of us here? This is really striking.
This is 100% teff injera. That's how we eat it back home. And this takes like 5 days. You have to ferment it. And then it's a quick process. So I think in the Bay Area, I can say we're the only restaurant that comes with 100% teff injera.
Yeah, and if we could pause on that for a second, because this is a big thing. Like when I've gone to Ethiopian restaurants or discussed it with friends and contacts, the question is, what's the injera? And then there are questions like, is it a gluten-free? Because some of them it's teff injera or it's not teff injera. And there could be some injera with gluten in it.
And I think some of them barley, some of them wheat, unless I have to eat it. My son, he had for a long time gluten intolerance. And then so that's whenever we go to Ethiopian restaurants, there's no teff injera. And then I always say, okay, if I decide to open Ethiopian restaurant, I don't want to say, oh, there's no two ways. I never, in the back home, we don't use those injera. It's automatically 100% teff injera. Clean eat for me is very important.
So many things are bubbling up, but so 5 days.
5 days. You have to take water and then boil it a little bit, kind of like a starter, and then wait a day or a few hours and you start making the injera. So it's quite labor intense, but it's beautiful and it's worth it.
And is this in the Sheba's kitchen cookbook?
Yes, actually, that one we dedicated 3-4 pages, walk you through the whole process.
That one, that's like a challenge I really want to take on. It's just beautiful. And you can see how light and fluffy it looks.
It's healthy too. 8 amino acids, a high in iron. Yes.
I completely skipped over the first question. I usually ask everyone an icebreaker question, but we dove right in because this is so exciting. What does healthy mean to you and why is it important?
For me, I think you are what you eat. And then what you feed your body is going to react to it. So it's not like an option. I don't want to heal. And back home, you don't heal with doctors. Because you see people like, especially my dad's side, they're like his sisters. Even my dad, he passed away 2 years ago. He was 83. And when I went to visit Tigray, a lot of people are like 90, almost 100. Some of them, they don't even know their age. And those people are like hardworking people. But it was just like honey, they eat it as a natural form. And all the foods that they eat, it's just like food is medicine. So your body will show what you eat. And so it's just like, I truly believe what you eat is what your body gonna show, right?
100%. And it's so cool to me to hear about these centenarians living and be like, oh, I don't even know how old I am.
Yeah, I was like, it's a rocky, mountainous. And then a 7-year-old, he was taking me to my dad's birthplace. And I was like, oh my God, I can't keep up with this guy. He's close to 80 and just boom. And I see them eating a lot of barley, the teff, and vegetable from their garden. They live remote area. They don't have much, but I see them eating and they don't even consume a lot of food. And it's just like, okay, we can try.
Yeah.
If we do half of what they do.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And if we can live and be that vigorous and full of life at that age, that's a life goal. Hashtag life goals.
Yeah, the beauty about Ethiopian cuisine is just like to make one dish, we don't add any preservatives. Like you don't need emulsifiers, you don't need cornstarch. Really, all you need is garlic, ginger, olive oil, or any kind of oil that they use. Yeah.
Okay, so I know we got off on a tangent. We're going through the food. Thank you for that, by the way. I really love hearing all the different perspective when I talk to the restaurateurs and the chefs about healthy and the personal connection. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Let's continue with what else?
This one is, the modern intake, it comes now. This is green split peas. And it has garlic, parsley, a little bit of barberry sauce. So regularly the Mediterranean, of course, the idea is from the Mediterranean like hummus. So even in back home, we call it buticha. And some restaurants have it. We don't have it here at Mela, but we have the green lentil and it's light, fluffy, and I like it. And this is pretty much pita. And we call it kita. It's just like the same process. You just don't have to use yeast.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is not gluten-free.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask about that. Okay. Yeah. No gluten in here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And here I want to start with my favorite one.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I don't have favorites, but the sauce probably because it's the spiciness. This is red lentils with barberry, ginger, garlic, olive oil. You simmer it for maybe half an hour, and then you get this. This is yellow, green.
And sorry, and what do you call the lentil?
Misirwat.
Misirwat.
Yes,
Okay.
misirwat. Yeah. And this is carrot and beans, the same garlic, ginger. So all our base start with that, and then those
Which is very anti-inflammatory, by the way, getting back to how healthy the cuisine is. I mean, it's very functional. But delicious.
Yes. And the same method, like the thing is like all of them, except those saucy things, it will take like 15 to 20 minutes to have like all the variety food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but you got to chop and...
Yeah. I mean, like, without that, like, but it's not like when the other sauces, the meat dishes takes like hours and hours to cook. Yes.
Wow.
Because the barberry, the more you cook it, the more you simmer, let it simmer, it tastes better and then milder. It's not like burning hot. Yeah. So this one is the purple cabbage. It just has garlic and ginger and just simple, and beets and potato. And then the other one is yellow split peas simmered with turmeric sauce.
Another anti-inflammatory.
Yes,
just so healthy.
And then colored greens. And back home, mostly we use mustard too, mustard greens.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're bitter, and then it has more, I guess. But here I just chose, it's not for everybody. You can have that sour thing.
Oh, bring it on. No, I'm from Alabama, deep south.
Okay.
So I appreciate collard greens. I mean, we grew up on collards and turnip greens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Spinach, yes. But this is injera. And in the middle, it's mushroom, bell pepper, garlic, onion, and barberry sauce. As we call it, mushroom dips. Back home, the northern part, they make mushroom wet, which is like without the bell peppers, you make a sauce and then simmer it for a long time, and then they add the mushrooms. I think it's with my mom's side. That's the only place I ate mushroom wet.
Interesting.
Yes. So even in Addis, growing up, nobody eats mushrooms. And then I went there. Or just like at first, I was not sure. It was my first time seeing mushrooms. I was young.
Wow.
Yes. But once I had it, it just like, yes. Yeah. But it was not easy to find them in a lot of places, or they just see them as a poisonous, and people play with it. But that's the only small town ate mushrooms.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And that's my mom's favorite food.
Oh, that's great. And the wat, so this sauce that you were describing, you do different types of meats, and those are long.
The same. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Gosh, it is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing this. And the coffee, could we pause and talk about the coffee? Because, I mean, this is core to Ethiopia. So how are you, I guess, sourcing and preparing?
So we got them from back home. We have a green coffee. It's not hard to get them. And for me, I have a strong coffee relationship. My dad and both my parents actually grew up in Sheba, the southern part of Ethiopia. And my dad's side, his uncle used to have a farm. And kind of like the whole family is just like we're into coffee. And then we have a different region coffees. My favorite one is Limu, because my parents get married and grew up there, and I grew up hearing a lot of Limu's coffee, and then I tried it. Yirgachefe Limu it's the best coffees for me.
Okay.
And then
so
we have
this would be from
Limu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great.
Yeah, this is the Arabica. And then there's different versions, and here you can find them anywhere. And then we always have family come in And then they always bring you coffee, green coffee. So it's not easy here. We do it for ceremonial. We have coffee ceremony, and then you just like roast it. It's the whole thing. And it is, yeah.
Yeah. And we do need to take a step back, pause and take a step back on that. Sorry, there was a hair on the mic. So with the coffee, you're getting the green beans and you're roasting them here in-house. Yeah. And how are you?
It's like when you roast, it's a small batch. So you have to count how many people, like for 3 of us, it's a small handful of coffee. You just wash it and then just roast it. We have pans, I'll show you. And we just
So this is not, I mean, you know, when you buy coffee at the store and it was like roasted in the previous 7 days, you're like roasting the same day?
Yeah, it's mostly any Ethiopian or Eritrean household. Everybody's doing it at home. We have a little grinder. Even back home is so funny. Even they have this mortar just for coffee. Yeah, so it's just the whole process. It takes time, but it's you have to boil it here.
Incredible.
And traditionally, this is actually, it looks a bit different, and it's going to be this shape, or we have the brown clay. So you boil the coffee in the clay, so it has its own taste.
And then, so do you typically just drink it? You just drink it straight up, black, or
straight up? Yeah. If you want sugar, you can add sugar. Yeah, some people do that.
I usually like black coffee.
Black coffee either. Yeah.
But this is exceptional.
Oh, thank you.
Black coffee from Limu.
Yes, Limu. We have your gajafe, hara. There plenty of them, and it's. For me, of course, I'm going to be biased. It's the best coffee I like.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. And then pretty highly caffeinated too, right?
It is. Yeah.
So be careful.
That's why the portions are small.
I might be bouncing off the walls in a little bit here. No. Oh, how wonderful. So we talked through the entire ceremony with the coffee. Is there anything that we missed or that you would like to add?
I guess that's it for now. We can go on and on, you know. I just pick the vegetarian versions, but I think you're vegetarian.
I'm not, but I mean, we eat predominantly vegetarian and then a small amount of meat. So I love, like you mentioned, you're not vegetarian, but you love eating. So this is the way I would
eating vegetarian.
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm the same way, but we have, you know, I think last night we had some rotisserie chicken for dinner, but then most everything else was vegetarian.
Also, we're here, even though Ethiopian cuisine is not known for fish, but our menu includes, I have a lot of, I think 5 dishes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw.
Tuna tartar.
Okay.
We have shrimp and cod and gored. It's the same thing with, we use wild caught ahi tuna, bluefin, and it's just like, So you can do a lot with the cuisine. It doesn't have to... And I think there is a fear or maybe a lack of, because for a long time, we don't have a specific chef that we can look up to. So that's the thing too, for me, was struggling. Like, but nowadays you see a lot of TikTokers making this whole thing.
There's a guy in New York. I was
Marcus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of, when I moved here, and then I just like, when should I continue culinary or not? I was looking up to him too. But sometimes for me, at that time, he was not focusing on Ethiopian cuisine. So as a person, you see it. But we're lucky. There's a lot of great chefs that I look up to, female chefs. I always like looking up, because I can connect with them more. Yeah.
Was there one moment in time where it all clicked and you decided, like, this is what I want to do. I want to be in the culinary world. I want to open a restaurant and cook for people. Like, was there a moment or like?
Yeah, I think when I moved to Italy, I was just so impressed with food, and my sister used to live in Rome, and my aunt in Firenze. And when she saw, like, even at that early age, my dad, he always hyped me, even like if I gave him a burn something. I think my dad is the one he see maybe I have a potential. When I was 13, he gifted me a cookbook that's in my language. So I always, since then, I think since I was young, I always loved food. When I moved to Italy, and then I can say, okay, maybe I need to continue that. And then learning about different culture and food. Growing up, you always make pasta and the sauces. And then there's a lot of great Italian restaurants and back home.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Right. So when I moved to Italy, maybe I can do this. And and here I just I think definitely I want to go to culinary school. Yeah.
That's great.
But I never thought I'm going to open Ethiopian restaurant. But when I find the space, just okay, I think, I need to take it over.
Great. And I just want to point out the sun coming in the window there on the flowers. That's beautiful. Wonderful. So what are you looking forward to for yourself and for Mela Bistro right now? I know you've just had the cookbook. You've got some gift sets that you're working
for Christmas. We're a bit behind because I took some time off last week. But we want everybody to come here for is it celebration or is it, I see a lot of familiar faces here, but we want to show how Ethiopian food can be elevated. And we want it to be, is it catering? Is it hosting an event here? We want to know people about us. And then it's for everybody. You don't have to worry about allergies or gluten intolerance, or if you're vegan, you have the whole menu. And for pescatarian or vegetarian, it's just it's one step for all. Yeah.
So one thing that I've been hearing from some of the chefs and owners lately, especially with the healthier leaning places, is they're saying, gosh, well, some people come up to me and say, well, I didn't come in because I thought you were too healthy. Do you hear that?
A lot. And then some people are like, oh my God, it's too many veggies and stuff. But once they tried, and then you don't have to, what I like about our dishes are you can order pretty much, I think it's popular here now. Everybody orders the veggie platter. And then add meat. This is. Yes, and then you add a meat. You add a meat and fish. And so once they come in, they see the menu, and it's so easy to read or to order. And but we always guide them for the people that if a person can come here and they say, oh, I never had Ethiopian food. And I always tell them, bring the veggie platter with meat or fish. And they always I see it's clean plate. And,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So the key is you got to get people in the door. Right. And that has really been blowing my mind, this perception of oh, there's too many vegetables or there's too many, it's too healthy.
And then with us, another one beside that too, they said, oh, Ethiopian food is heavy.
Oh, no. Yeah. So you're getting it from both ways. You're too healthy, you're too heavy.
It's too, it was heavy for me, but maybe but people don't know. So when I put the modern word, so I want to bring more people that the health conscious. Ethiopian food is not always heavy. It's not greasy. So you can eat it in a lighter way too. So you're okay, we're changing. Now I see a lot of people are changing the way even plating, elevating, and then leaning toward less oil, less cooking time. Yeah, but you're fighting with that too.
So fascinating. So what would you say are your key challenges, or if there's one, you've been through so much over the years, overcome so much. What are the main challenges for you right now?
I think, as we all know, we were even after COVID, we were doing good. People were excited because we've been getting good reviews, Yelp or Google. And when people start coming to the town, it was not safe at all, car breakings. So for me, and even now, I supposed to be open for lunch and dinner, but people don't come. So I know it's improved a lot.
Yeah.
It is improving a lot.
I do think Gosh, because it was bad.
So that's my challenge. But whatever, we do everything. We have everything. So hopefully I see change. It's up and down, but we've been telling you, Oakland is just safe now. I think, knock the wood, almost 6-7 months, I didn't see any car breaking. Even like we've been smashed the store and that. So we have a plan to open for lunch 2025.
That is so exciting. I mean, well, especially because you get this sun coming in. It's a vibrant area. It feels super safe as we were walking. I mean, I guess I get it
the
with
car braking. I mean, Oakland has as a bad, right? But it's improving a lot. Whatever the city is doing, I can say it's getting better a lot. Keep it up. Yes, keep it up. And working with, we've been collaborating with other chefs, neighboring chefs, and we do some events. Another new event is coming here for Christmas, I think in a week or 2 weeks. Visit Oakland is doing an amazing job promoting small businesses, local business. And so I'm grateful for Visit Oakland and the chefs around here supporting each other. And so even though there's some challenge, but we're here and we're supporting each other and the community holding us. So really, I cannot say that's my key challenge, of course, beside the inflation price.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you cannot really go up with your menu price because they compare you. People, so-and-so restaurant is like this, but have to understand ingredients.
Right.
Yeah.
Very high quality ingredients.
So that's my challenge, actually. People like, so-and-so restaurants, I don't know. I don't know where they get it. I don't know what product they use, but all I can focus is like, for me, in order to survive, it has to be. And then I truly believe, I think we're not off that. Just this price. Sometimes like I have to keep it, even though you're losing money to bring people. But I hope people will understand and then know your products. And then you can tell it you don't have to. Yeah.
I mean, you're roasting the coffee by hand to serve.
Yeah. So
that's incredible.
This is the coffee shop. I don't want to focus so much on the coffee because I have to be fair. This is like a more restaurant.
Right.
If you want to have the coffee ceremony, we have it. People have to request or reserve. And that we do the whole process. Yeah.
That's very special. What if there was one thing you wanted to leave people with? One thing you wished more people knew about your business, about your restaurant, what would that be?
I want people like, oh gosh, okay, I feel good after they eat the meal. And I want them to have a memorable one dish to remember. And I keep hearing a lot of the fish platter, the asakitfo tartar. And like I see people coming back and forth again and again. I see some people, they don't want to even change. They don't, until like I force them, try this. And then, oh my God. So I want them to always remember Mela for something. There's the freshness or, and
Okay, that's beautiful. And this is your outdoor seating?
Shareable.
Okay, shareable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Partners do a good job taking care of it because daytime they're there as there are chairs, but we always work together.
Okay. So patrons can sit out there if they would
Actually,
like.
the city own it. It's not like me or them. It's the city own it.
Cool.
It's public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm really excited for you going into 2025 and doing lunch. This is beautiful, and we have got to dig in to this food. So I'm going to need some help. So for now, I just want to say thank you for this incredible gift to the community in California. And we're just so fortunate to have you here and sharing your story and your heritage and just all that life experience that you're bringing together is truly beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adiam.
Sure.